Here's the problem.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't know what this means, and I was not going to mention this.
Uh-oh.
But this is the very thing. So I went to see Musk, as I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very good discussion. I spent about a half an hour with him. At the end of it, he said that he thought it was a good discussion and he wanted to meet again. And I said, anytime, of course. On my trip back home, literally from that meeting, my Twitter account got hijacked for the first time ever. I've never had an account hijacked, but my Twitter account got hijacked and it started putting out some crazy spam stuff. And I was concerned about it because not only is it alarming to have your account captured, but I had been DMing with Musk, including encrypted DMs. Now, there wasn't anything sensitive in there, but you can imagine in my shoes, the last thing you want is somebody captures your account and they start exposing communications with Musk that maybe he doesn't want public. So I contacted him, right, in alarm. And I said, my account's been captured, not sure what to do about it. We were in a discussion, and we were talking about the fact that the account itself has weird behavior on Twitter, which I didn't know if that was relevant or not. And he asked me for more information, and I started to tell him about this trend stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He blocked me. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't think he's on the other team. I don't think...
He blocked you?
Yes. He blocked me, and I'm blocked to this day, which seems strange. It could be that he's forgotten that he's done it, but I don't think so.
Why would he block you?
I have no idea. It makes no sense. Now, it's possible that he, he's very busy. It's possible that he took what I was telling him about the behavior of my account as if I thought it was his obligation to pay attention to me personally, which I never thought, but maybe he interpreted it that way. The last thing he said was, stop spamming me, which was very strange for a guy who said he wanted to have another meeting, right?
How many messages were you sending him?
3 or 4.
Stop spamming me.
It was very strange. But look, I don't hold it against him. The guy is obviously, I think it's obvious that he is trying to save the world, and he's one of very few people who has the kind of power and insight to actually make an important difference in that. So I'm very much a supporter of what he's doing, even if I found that whole chapter strange. But nonetheless, it happened. I don't know what it means, and it is interesting that it happened as I was trying to explain to him the weirdness in my account, which was a mirror for what he told me he had experienced with his account before he bought Twitter.
Yeah. You could, if you wanted to be charitable, you could chalk that up to a guy that's just fucking insanely stressed out and busy and dealing with
Let's put it this way.
fires.
I'm already there.
Yeah.
My feeling is I'm still a supporter of his. I don't like that he blocked me, but the guy's got more important stuff to do.
Yeah.
And I'm supportive of what he's doing.
Well, hopefully he'll hear this and unblock you.
That would be lovely.
Stop spamming him, bro.
Well, let's put it this way. If that was the issue, all he needed to say is, hey, Bret.
Yeah, I'm very busy.
I'm very busy.
Yeah, which he clearly is.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't fake that. I don't know how he does it in the first place. So even responding by stop spamming me.
Right. Even that.
I didn't have time for that.
How expensive was that he actually typed that out?
I'm just thankful that there is a guy like him that's doing what he's doing, because if it wasn't for him, I think we were moving in a very wild direction, a really crazy direction of adherence and compliance, regardless of whether or not it's logical, and things are moving more and more into this crazy ideological place that seems very much like a cult. And it was in control of all of our mass means of communication, other than, whether it's Rumble or Gab or these sites that are committed to free speech, and some of them have been kind of fucked and take over. And I think that's something that people need to take into consideration too. When you hear about a right-wing platform that gets infiltrated by racists and Nazis, and I'm sure that's true too. I'm sure there are some, but I would imagine, and I would like you to consider, that we know that government interference in social media discourse, whether it is our government or whether it's foreign governments that want us to stay at each other's throats, is a real thing. And one of the ways they would do that is to make anytime there's a discussion, have the most problematic take on it elevated, and have massive amounts of people that are saying egregious, horrible things over and over again. And to me, my reaction when I see that is I stop using that platform. And that's me. That's someone who's really aware of this game and knows how it's. I don't go to these other platforms. I just get the fuck out of here. It's too nuts. Some of them, and then some of them I go, okay, like on X, like when some hot take comes out, I love to go into the accounts and see what the most ridiculous people, like what they're saying, and then go to their page. And it's usually like a name with a bunch of numbers, and they have like 43 followers. And then you look at their tweets, and it's all either responding to these social issues in this very egregious way or retweeting preposterous things and retweeting gaslighting things, retweeting things that just like, you just go, who the fuck thinks like this? Well, they're not real people, man. These are agents of chaos, and they're injected into social media. If you have beer